Hey, y'all, and welcome to another week's episode. This is one of your co-hosts, Specialist Garrett Dacko with 11th Signal Brigade.
And I am another co-host, Corporal Kyra Pearl with 3rd Armored Corps Public Affairs Office.
And I am another co-host, Samantha Farlow at the Garrison Public Affairs Office. And you are listening to Fort Hood's Great Big Podcast.
And welcome back. We have an amazing guest with us today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Rachel Bethel. I'm the Public Services Librarian at Casey Memorial Library here on post.
See, I've always known that we had a library, but I always forget that we have
one of those
library.
people?
Yes, honestly.
Yes, that's very, very common, unfortunately. We are obviously here on post. We're located at the intersection of 72nd Street and 761st Street.
Okay.
A lot of people, I believe, they've come in and they've been here for several years and told me I didn't realize we had a library. The most common confusion seems to be that people think that we're part of the CTC library because CTC is at the other end of the building from us. They have their own library. We are the post library. We are a completely separate entity. So if you see the sign outside that says Casey Memorial Library, come on in. We're welcome. We're happy to have you.
No, yeah, that sounds amazing. Well, I know that Samantha is a big reader.
I am.
I used to love books. I need to get back into it. And then we have a book hater
a
on this
non-reader.
side.
Yeah.
We've got stuff for you too. I'm sure
Really?
you'll appreciate
Wait,
the video
what?
games.
You have video games at a library.
Yes. We have several different consoles.
Wow.
Your mind is blown right now. I can see it all
might-
over your face.
I'm
need
about
more
to go
information
spend
on this.
a lot more time at the library. Wow.
Well, let me clarify slightly here. We have the games. You have to supply the console. So you can check
Okay.
out the games, but you have to play them at home.
Okay.
Take it home.
All right. Yeah. I'd probably be there until closing hours if you guys
Yeah.
if y'all had the console.
We're happy to have you.
So wait, people can check out games, though?
Yes. We do have several consoles of video games, as I mentioned.
So how does somebody get a library card in order to check out books or games from the library on post?
To get a library account, you need to be a civilian employee, an active duty soldier, or one of their dependents, or a retiree. And all you have to do is come in with your military ID. You can go to the circulation desk, and as long as you have all of your information and it's current, they'll set you up.
Oh, wow, that's really easy.
It's super simple. Yeah.
I have no excuse for why I haven't
No,
done
you
this.
don't. It's so easy. You just say, hey, I want a library card. And they say, okay, here you go. Get your ID out, and that's it. Okay.
Well,
That's your library
I
card.
mean, if I could check out some video games, then
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a library card for
Heck
the first
yeah.
time in my life.
First time in your life.
First time in my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that'll be a
What did you
What did you do in
monument.
school?
I didn't have a library card. I just had like the school ID. That was what they used.
Well, we don't use separate library cards. We actually connect your accounts to your military ID. So that is one of
wow.
the reasons why it is a requirement.
That's even easier, actually, because there's less cards to use.
Yeah, you don't have
Yes.
to carry anything new. You'll always have that with you already. So
That's the idea behind that, yes.
Yeah, that's really smart.
So what other services does the library provide?
Quite a bit, actually. Probably the most popular thing, I will admit, is the computer area. We have CAC-enabled computers, so quite a few people come through for training, printing, accessing their various required accounts and forms that they need. We have, as I mentioned, video games and a huge amount of other materials. There's the obvious books, of course. Everybody knows about the books. We have DVDs, Blu-rays. There's magazines and newspapers that can be read inside the library. We have an absolutely enormous online collection. Both ebooks, downloadable audiobooks. We have a streaming movie service. We have free online tutoring. There's access to quite a few different online resources that are commercially available, but you would have to pay, that you get free through the Army, such as Miss Humblebee's Academy for younger kids. There's the Ancestry website for anybody who's got a genealogy thing going on. If people who like to repair their own cars would be extremely happy to find out we have the Chilton databases. There is a huge amount of stuff. I do recommend people go looking at it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that is so much more than I thought you were going to list off.
Oh, I can keep going.
I believe you. That's so amazing. I can't believe this has been right under our nose this entire time.
Well,
More people need to know about it. Oh,
For me.
Well, I know about it because I get all my books there for my book of the month column that I do
there
from
you
the
go.
Forehead Sentinel. So
nice plug there.
that's right, book of the month.
So you mentioned that there was a program for children as well. Do you have children's books as well at the library?
We have an entire children's room dedicated at the library.
Got a little
That's
toddler at
actually
home.
the easiest place to find me because while my job is public services librarian, I'm in charge of all of the programming. They put my desk in the children's room, so I do double as the children's librarian. So I'm very familiar with that collection.
Oh, that's so cute. Aww.
So, but yes, we have an entire room dedicated to them. We'll do various programs for them throughout the year and month. We have several monthly ones. There's games, toys. We've got puppets and a couple of kids' computers in there as well. So there's quite, yeah. If you have kids, bring them. We are set up for you.
No, that sounds so amazing. So what sort of monthly or just in general programs do you have?
We tend to break up our schedule a little bit into two different sections. There's the summer, where we have the summer reading program, and then we have the regular school year programs. We've just come out of those school year program setup, so I'll just list off some of those real quick. We typically, on a regular basis, will do story times. That's usually Fridays at 10. There's all ages coloring, which is the first Saturday of every month, and that is literally for all ages, not just kids. We put out coloring supplies for everybody, including the really intricate adult pages.
Perfect.
So if you're
I
into
know
that,
where I'll
come
be
on
on
out.
Saturday.
We have Saturday Dungeons and Dragons meetups that actually meet up year round. They're run by a volunteer.
Wow.
There was actually a previous podcast about that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it was. He's still there. We're still running. It's actually been one of our more popular programs since it started.
There's a ton of people that play around here, so.
Yeah. We have Make and Take Craft, which is just a monthly setup where we put out craft supplies for a simple craft, and you can come in after work or school, set it up, or you can take it home and do it there. We also have a monthly homeschool social hour designed for the various homeschooling families that we have.
awesome.
It's the second Tuesday of every month except during the summer. And that is from 11 to 12. So homeschool families it's designed as a social hour because most homeschool events and they're very focused around the kids, and that's absolutely required. That's what's supposed to be going on. But it means the parents don't have any chance to just kind of socialize themselves.
Right.
So our social hour is set up in our kids' room, which has doors that close, which is an extremely rare commodity in a library, let me tell you. So that they can have the kids in there and the kids can play or read books or just chat with each other while mom and dad or whoever else is homeschooling the kids can sit down and go, I've got a seventh grader who's having problems with math. I need some resources. Or I've got a preschooler who just isn't working with my teaching style. Anybody have some advice? That's what it's really set up for.
That's honestly such an amazing accommodation for a military post because in my experience, military families seem to be, like, there's a lot more homeschooling population in a military location like this because of all the moves and things like that. So that's so amazing.
I actually was homeschooled through high school, which is how I was able to recognize the specific niche of need for the homeschool population rather than the more general focus for most people, which is legit, like I said, completely legitimately the focus on the kids, getting them together, doing different things, that sort of stuff. But that is another one of our regular programs. We also typically will offer some sort of special themed event given from month to month. For example, October we'll have a Halloween party.
Right.
September we often have a Talk Like a Pirate party story time set up.
That's cute.
Sometime in the early parts of the year, we'll have a late afternoon or evening, depending on the day, pajama story time. So we'll do different things throughout the year. Those are the items that we do during the school year. During the summer, we have a humongous focus on our summer reading program. And the summer reading program is something that most people associate with libraries. So it's probably our best attended program. But something that I know a lot of people are not aware of is that our program is designed for all ages, not just kids.
Oh.
So if you're an adult that likes to read, sign up. We've got prizes for you. You're more than welcome to participate. We've got stuff going on. If you've got little kids who can't read yet, they can actually earn minutes because we track minutes. They can earn minutes from the time that you spend reading to them. If you have kids who are working on reading, obviously, they can do that. And then there's also a lot of families go on vacation during the summer, or they'll travel, or just for whatever, and they'll listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks count for whoever is listening.
Wow.
So it's the only way Daka's going to get in.
Yeah, I can participate.
You can do that.
Yeah. I can do that.
Well, I know that there is a lot of discussion as to whether listening to a book counts the same as reading a book. I'm firmly in the camp that listening does count.
If it counts for children, it should count for adults. You're not going to have any
argument from me.
That's fair, yeah.
I like this interview.
I'm sure you do. This is in your favor here.
Yeah, I'm getting some confirmation bias.
Boy.
I love how inclusive the program is, though, because my son, he's only 1.5. He obviously cannot read at this point. And then it even goes all the way up to all of us sitting in the room right here.
I'll participate. That's really nice.
Well, reading's really important, and it doesn't really matter whether you're the one reading or listening, or if you're still learning, because it is both a skill that everybody needs just to function in modern life, but it's also extremely helpful for brain development, whether or not you're learning to read or have been reading for 80 years. It has been repeatedly demonstrated to be part of a healthy brain. So, even if it's not your favorite thing, go try some. Just look for something new. Maybe you'll find something you enjoy. It might be a comic book. It might be... for some people, it might be the captions on a foreign movie.
Oh, there you go.
You still need it.
No, definitely. I agree with that.
So at the library, do y'all take donations at all?
We are not currently accepting donations because in the past we have. But currently the policy is under review, so we are not currently accepting donations now.
Okay.
What we do have is a book swap shelf in the back of the building. So if you have a book or something that you maybe read and it's still in good condition, but you don't really want to keep it anymore, you can bring it and set it on the swap shelf and then see if somebody else has left something that you want to take home instead.
I love that.
It is just for typical fiction, nonfiction. It is not for discarding your old textbooks.
Right.
Anything like that. Those sort of things are removed because that's just not the idea behind it.
Could you leave children's books? Huh? Is that an option, children's books?
Yes.
Okay.
That does happen.
There you go. Okay.
We do ask that anything that is put on the swap shelf be in good condition because we are forced to recycle anything that is not.
Right. Okay.
Very good to know.
Yeah. Definitely
my son destroys his books.
There's always someone.
Yeah, I mean, he's one.
Yeah, so. It's fair, honestly. I mean, I would too at that age. So,
well, if he's one, you'll probably be very happy with our board book collection because at that age, a lot of kids are chewers. I don't know if yours is or not.
Yes, he is.
It's very handy to have a book that you can kind of wipe down when they're done.
I didn't know you had a board book collection, actually. I might have to stop by.
You just now figured this out?
But you mentioned so many different programs and options that people had. Where can somebody go if they want to see these options or see it laid out on a calendar or just know when they're upcoming?
Okay, there's a couple of options. You can check the MWR's webpage. So we do have a webpage, a site. We have a page on their website that will highlight upcoming events or programs. You can also, we post the library. We have a monthly library calendar that I put together and put out. It's posted to the Army Library's Facebook and often shared to other Facebooks around as well, such as the Garrison and MWR often posts it. It can be a bit hard to find just because of how busy those sites are, which is why I recommend hunting it down on the Army Library Facebook. You can also sign up to have that calendar emailed to you, and we have printed versions that are distributed at various locations around the post. And of course, there's always stopping by the library. We're more than happy to hand them out.
I love that there's an emailing option because
Heck yeah.
it just pops up on your phone and you can be like,
It's pretty easy. You just come find me in the kids' room and say, I'd like to sign up for the calendar, and I add you to the list.
Perfect.
I think today we just found a reason for each one of us to go check out the library.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Actually, I need to go back. I need to renew my books. So.
Well, you'll be there before me, but I will be there.
Although you can renew your books by calling. So
Yes,
for
you
people
are allowed
who,
to renew by calling. You
It's important to
can
know.
also, if you have, when you make an account, you have access to sign into your account so long as you set up your PIN number. So you can renew your books online, provided there are limitations, obviously. If your item is on hold, it cannot be renewed. If you can only renew once for most items. So after that, obviously, you've got to return it. Bring back. There are other people waiting. But if you just need I'm 5 chapters from the end. I need just a few more days. Kind of thing. Yeah, sure. Go on there. Call. Go online. Renew.
Perfect. How long can people check things out for typically on the first time if you check out a book or?
Most items are a 21-day checkout. Okay. Movies are 1 week.
Okay. There you go. That's good to know.
I'm going to take every day watching those movies.
So I know you mentioned earlier that soldiers are allowed to come and use the computers, which have access to a CAC reader, which therefore means it has access to all those amazing websites that are hard to use on your own personal computer at home.
Yes.
Is there any specific day of the week or time frame that soldiers should go by for that purpose? Or is it just whenever they're open, it's open?
Whenever we're open. We don't limit that. Now, if there is no way to fully reserve, it is first come, first serve. So when you come in, you make a reservation for the computer, it will assign you the next available one, and you'll have an hour to work. So if you're planning on working on something, then, and you've got a habit of playing a game online or something, and you've got to get your training done, do the training first. You can always sign up to get back on the computer again, but since it is first come, first serve, if a large group comes in behind you, there may not be a computer available for 20, 30 minutes or an hour.
That makes sense. And then are there any limitations to printing?
Not really, but yes. Printing is 10 cents a page, it's black and white, and it's single-sided only. We cannot do legal, just normal size paper. So the other thing to keep in mind is that we do not take credit cards. You have to bring in cash.
That is very good to know, because I know the only other location on post that you can print from is the USO, and they have like a very specific page limit. So that's the only reason I asked for other soldiers out there.
If you are going to be printing a large amount of stuff, we will usually ask that you warn us. Or, try to come in when it's a little bit quieter, maybe evening or something, but allow enough time for it to be printed and have the money on hand, because nobody wants to try and figure out how to break down whatever, I don't know, $15 in the quarters or whatever, and depending on how much change we need to give you when you're done.
No, definitely. That is such an amazing resource because aside from all of the fun, leisurely things that you can do at the library, I know a lot of soldiers down on the line in the companies, they don't always have access to a computer where they can get things printed out that they need for leave or whatever else.
Yes.
So that's an amazing resource.
Yes. Yeah, as I said at the beginning, our computer area is probably one of the most heavily trafficked parts of the building. So,
Awesome. Okay, so I think I only have one more question. Could you tell us what your hours are?
important question.
Yes.
That's a pretty good one.
Very important to know.
Currently, our hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 5.
Okay.
So that is potentially subject to change. We are looking at possibly expanding, but we do not know when that will occur.
Okay. So definitely right now, Tuesday through Saturday, which means
Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5.
All right. Perfect. But you can always drop books off if you rent things. So, or check things out. You can always drop them off even on Sundays and Mondays.
Yes, we do have a outdoor, in our front hallway, we do have a book drop that can be used after hours.
Okay. Awesome. Great. Anybody else?
I've learned all I think I can learn.
Yeah.
I'm headed to the library.
I definitely am going to check it out. That's for sure.
Any final thoughts? Anything else you really want to? Oh, I do have one more question. Phone number. What's a good phone number for the library?
The good phone number for the library would be the circulation desk.
Okay.
That is always, that's where most of the calls come through. That's where we make sure we always have somebody available to answer.
Okay.
So that will be 254 287 4921.
Okay. Can you say that one more time?
Sure. 254 287 4921.
Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming on with us today. I know I'm going to be seeing more of you at the library. Yeah.
I'm so grateful for all
I
of
look
the
forward to
amazing
seeing you.
information.
And it's been a pleasure.
Save money and get special military discounted tickets to your favorite attractions like Six Flags, Schlitterbahn, SeaWorld, Disney World, and more. Stop by our Leisure Travel Services office located right here on post to get those tickets. For more information, go to our website at hood.armymwr.com. Have fun!
So I have a horrible habit where I will buy a bunch of books, and then I will convince myself that I should not read them until I have a 24-hour duty, like staff duty or CQ, because I don't want to go through them too quickly. And now I don't have to worry about that ever again because I will become an avid attender to the Casey Memorial Library. I'm so excited.
Yes. We
There
love
you go.
that.
There you go.
That's awesome.
I know. I got to check out their audiobook selection. So I'll be doing that.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to try out. I've never really tried audiobooks.
Oh.
So much fun. So much. I love them. So the service that I use, quite pricey, but they are so in depth. They add like sound effects and all this fun stuff that immerses you in the story. So, and I listen to it like if I'm on a long drive or working out or, just cooking dinner.
I think
I'll just
that's
throw
the
on an
allure
audiobook.
is that you can listen to the book while you're doing something else.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
don't have to just sit down and read, but you can kind of multitask in a way.
So it's but I feel like it's a good option if you think you don't have the time.
Oh, yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
Great middle
And
ground.
with the library, it's free.
That is also a very big
Yeah. Maybe you'll stop using the service you have and just use the library because it's
Yeah,
free.
I might have to.
You never know.
Look, you can't beat free.
You really can't.
Free's free.
And speaking of free, you can get free prizes if you do their summer reading program, which we were all chatting, and I think we're going to make it a
Yes.
competition.
We might have
I'm
to
gonna
because
win.
nope, because
Yep.
audiobooks count.
That's true. They
Oh, yeah.
do.
She did say
Yeah.
I mean, what if I'm reading an audiobook and some in-person books?
I mean, that counts. So you
does.
just
That's
track.
double trouble. You won't be able to catch up. So.
True.
Dang.
Yes. Yes.
I'm also going to enter my son, so be prepared because the preschool section's going to stomp you out.
You know what? I'm actually kind of worried about that.
Yeah, honestly, me too. We're going to get
I'm not
crushed
that-
by a
Not
preschooler.
that good of a reader.
honestly, I'm so excited that they have board books because those are such a specific kind of book. They're really thick, essentially. So when your kid bites them or spills something on them, it's easy to clean up. So
Yeah, I was
like a
wondering what
whole
that
selection
was.
of
Yeah.
board books is amazing. Such a great, because I have a toddler, okay, and he is as toddlery as you imagine for the terrible twos. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But anyway, just get ready for this summer, okay?
Yes. Okay, so we didn't talk about this in the interview, but the reading program is from June 7th to July 19th. And you can register online at forthoodcasey.beanstack.org. You can also find this information on the Casey Memorial Library as well. And then if you just, go to the library and ask, they can give you this little handy dandy pamphlet here, and we'll give you all the details.
When in doubt, go to the location.
That's right.
There you go. There you go. Well, we might get a, little jump start on that summer reading program because you're going to be dealing with a newborn.
I know.
Oh, true.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually going to have so much more time than you guys to do this reading program.
Will you, though?
I mean, I can read an audiobook while I take care of my child. So yes, I could.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Didn't think about
Yikes.
that one. Well,
No, I didn't.
we already said
I
it was a
didn't,
competition,
yeah.
so you can't take it
Oh.
back now.
Oh, boy.
Well, it was fun while it lasted.
We haven't even started yet.
Darn.
We're already.
Darn. Guess I lost.
Come on.
Oh, don't even.
We got to try a little.
Wasn't your New Year's resolution to read one book?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
So
It
you
was.
literally have to do this
By
competition.
December 31st, I will have finished one book.
If you're in this competition, hopefully you will have finished it way before December 31st.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were talking back then. I thought it was like an actual paper book.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got to finish one paper book.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a
good.
good-
Yeah. Good clarifier.
Well, they have
there.
a great selection at the Casey Memorial
That's
Library.
right.
I
They
gotta
So
sure
go
do.
I got to go see what they have.
I actually think I'm
Picture
going to go by
books
this
count?
Saturday.
No.
Oh, darn. Coloring books.
There has to be words. I guess
Okay.
as long as there's words with the picture book.
All right, Dr. Seuss, let's go.
That counts, I think. It just tracks your minutes. So,
Okay.
I think it counts.
Well, I'm super excited. I got to go by sometime this weekend. I would have gone by last weekend if I had known about it, but I didn't. So, such a great
Yeah, good
opportunity.
timing.
I spent all weekend cleaning, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm nesting hardcore.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
because
less
you're,
than- yeah.
I was going to say, you're coming up
Oh,
really
yeah.
close.
Less than 1 month out from the due date.
Oh my
It
goodness.
is coming up so quickly.
Wow.
I know. But yeah, I've been cleaning all weekend. I've just been like going insane on my house, doing a lot of laundry.
I love that for you.
Well, you
Thank
do have
you.
a 4-day coming up to do even more
True.
laundry.
That is a good point. We do have
Yeah.
a 4-day coming up.
Yeah, because Memorial Day will be here.
Memorial Day will be
Yeah.
here.
That's crazy.
And shout out to 11th Signal.
Yeah.
Self-plug here.
Plugs your own
Yeah.
unit.
Oh, boy.
But they were doing a volunteer event to help set up the boots of remembrance for
Oh.
Memorial Day.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
the boots they lay out on Sadowski Field.
The Remembrance
Wow.
boot display goes up on May 26th, and it will be up through the 31st if you'd like to walk through it on Sadowski Field in front of 3 Corps. But yeah, there's so much preparation that goes into getting that display up.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a, like, I was at the event that he's talking about. Even though I was talking smack, I went with him. But yeah, there's so much that goes into getting the boots ready. I don't think people recognize how much behind the scenes work goes into that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what the work was? Since
So
I did not go to the event.
That's a good point.
So our unit was tasked out, I believe, with 2006, 2007, and 2008 boots. And this is well over 1,000 boots.
Right.
So the task was to look through all the boots, every single boot, look at the picture, see if we needed new pictures for those service members, see if the boots needed to be repaired or replaced, and if there were any boots that were missing on the register that they got updated.
And in total, like for the entire Remembrance display, there's over 7,800 boots.
Wow.
Yeah, because this is covering not just Army soldiers, it's nationwide, all branches of service, lives that have been lost. Every boot symbolizes one life.
Wow.
So it's very somber and sobering, but But yeah, it was such an amazing project to be able to just help out with, honestly.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yep.
Wow.
And looking forward to that fantastic article that will come out featuring 11-6 self-plug.
Lots of self plugs today, huh?
Yeah.
I can't help it. I can't help it. Sometimes, you just gotta. Just gotta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the I believe it's the 8th year of doing this display.
Okay.
So
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I know I'm looking forward to seeing them over Memorial Day weekend, and also wearing sunscreen and drinking lots of water.
Yes.
oh
The
gosh.
heat that is
Oh,
here, and
lovely
we'll be there.
Texas
I do not
summers.
want to be a
that
lobster
weekend.
again.
Yeah, definitely not. No.
Not a pregnant lobster. Oh gosh, it's
Oh,
even
goodness.
worse.
Yeah.
That's great.
I will be inside in the air conditioning
Yes.
where it's nice.
Yeah. Playing one of those video games, or you're gonna get the
I
library.
might. You know what? I might. I got to go see what they have.
I think we're actually gonna try to go swimming because that's my birthday weekend. So
Oh, how fun! An early birthday.
Whoop,
Yay.
whoop.
Woohoo. Love that. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. My dad's gonna come visit me that weekend. So.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
nice.
nice.
Family. Shout out to my dad.
Oh, man. Shout out parents in general.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Man, self plugs on every level
See?
today.
I'm not the only one. I don't feel selfish now.
All right. I think that's all we've got for this week. Anyone got anything else?
Nope.
Enjoy the 4-day
Well, we're not quite there yet.
coming
Yeah.
up in
Yeah, I was gonna say.
next week.
Get ready for the
You're-
4-day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get ready.
Look, I'm anticipating.
You're already
I'm
there.
Very much.
He's
very
already
much
in the
am.
future.
Yeah. From the future. You know what? Future dystopian books. I'm gonna go check those out.
Ooh.
Ooh.
There you go.
There's actually a wide selection in that
Oh.
genre.
Hmm.
So
All
Learn
right.
something new every day.
There we go.
On that note, we're gonna say goodbye.
All right.
see you next week.
This podcast is a U.S. Army Garrison Fort Hood and Fort Hood Public Affairs production. The show's theme music is written and produced by Delicious All Stars. All our music is obtained through Filter by Song Trader. Have a question or want to share some insights with us? Email us at forthoodpao@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at USAG Fort Hood. And as always, be sure to leave a review and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.